Welcome, this is Heart Talk, and I'm Walter Bradley here with Sonny Desai, a prolific writer and a good writer who's written The Vegetarian Agenda. And he's also, I found out recently, a stand-up comic. And we need more comics because I'm too mundane. And without comics and without laughter, what is life?
Well,
tell us about what you plan on doing tonight.
I'm just going to run through a few topics. I'm probably going to go through that whole
The zombie apocalypse is the good one.
Zombie apocalypse. Probably a little bit on. I might do a little bit on the fight. I might do a little bit on
the Pacquiao fight.
The Pacquiao fight. I might do a little on the maybe the entertainment stuff. I might throw in some old jokes.
So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that tonight. And guess what? It follows this. So we want you to watch this and see a little bit of what Sonny Desai is, and you're going to like it.
Seem to get frustrated and irritated by all the douchebags I got to deal with on the
But hey, you're going to have a good time in watching Sonny Desai. We'll come back.
They're good people.
This is Heart Talk. And hey, they're all good comics there, and you'll see a little bit of that too. We'll try to throw some of that in too, just to be fair.
I think we got another beer also.
So join us on Heart Talk. Join us for Sonny Desai and this stand-up comedy about the zombie apocalypse. If you want to see the sunny side of being eaten by a zombie, well, just talk with Sonny Desai on his stand-up comedy. Join us then.
How many people saw the Pacquiao fight last week?
Woo!
Did anybody see the Pacquiao fight?
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Bullshit?
Bullshit.
Every bullshit, man. I'm telling you. Nobody liked that. Nobody sat there and said, yeah, I like that fight. Bradley. Yeah, I was rooting for Bradley, yeah. Nah. I've never seen Filipinos this pissed off, man. I know some quiet Filipino people. They walk around going, this is bullshit. This is total bullshit. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This is bullshit. I saw that fight. Pacquiao won. This is bullshit. I've never seen Filipinos so angry, man. This is bullshit. Total bullshit. It is rigged. It is rigged. That's all I got with the fight.
Pacquiao. That's what everybody cares about. Pacquiao.
But you know what though? Like, dude, I haven't heard anything about it, so.
Pacquiao cave?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just telling you that everybody that saw the fight said it was rigged, and the fact is that
okay, but who won? Who won?
Sorry?
Who won?
Bradley won.
Bradley won.
Bradley won. Yeah. Everybody saw the fight clearly. This is what I got from it because I work in a casino.
Did you watch the fight?
No, I didn't. But I didn't even know the results the next morning. I was driving to work. I was listening to the radio and it said Pacquiao lost. Even the people on the radio were saying stuff like this fight was probably rigged. Going to work, everybody's angry, saying it was bullshit and Pacquiao should have won. And supposedly some people came from Vegas early. They left Vegas early because they were angry at the results of the fight. And they're all saying it's rigged. So the common consensus is that this major sporting event is fixed. So whatever money interest, whether it's Vegas or organized crime or corporations
or the political system,
is making money and fixing it for fun, which means that pretty much all sports could possibly be.
Not possibly.
I think the first time I saw a stand-up comedy show was actually in '98 at the Rooster T. Feathers in Sunnyvale, California.
Say that name again.
Rooster T. Feathers.
Rooster T. Feathers
it was in Sunnyvale.
Sunnyvale. Rooster T. Feathers in Sunnyvale. Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that was the first time I went, and then I always looked at stand-ups very critically, and thinking like, could I do this? You know, how would I compare to them and all that kind of stuff, and I always kind of thought in the back of my head, I'd one day give it a shot. And of course, I didn't know how to get done. I didn't know how to write jokes. I didn't know how to come up with material. You know, I didn't have any clue, but it was kind of in the back of my head. And then, of course, years went on, and so, you know, about a year ago, I just decided to do it.
I was watching TV a couple weekends ago. They had Adele, the singer Adele. They had her own nightly special. You know what I like about Adele? She just sings and dances. She gets on stage, she wears a nice little gown, she sits on a piano, she plays a little piano, and she sings. That's it. That's all she does, sing. She doesn't do satanic rituals on stage like Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj does. She's not performing witchcraft. She's not bringing on an Egyptian pharaoh. She's not bringing on robots that turn into reptiles and bullshit like that. I want to see somebody singing and dancing. That's it. That's all I want to see. Okay, I don't want to see people, drinking baby's blood and all that kind of bullshit.
This kid just started doing comedy a while ago. Actually, he used to manage comedy clubs in New York, and he's really good. He's rising really fast. He's winning comedy competitions. He's just blowing up because he does these one-liner type jokes, and they're really good. And and every time he goes up, he kills every time. But that works. It's great, but it's not my style. I'm not going to copy his style.
You have your own style.
Exactly, just because that's not why I'm doing comedy. That's not why I decided to go up there. I went up there. I'm gonna do stuff that I always thought was funny, like characters and impersonations.
I like some of your impersonations. They're fairly funny.
Yeah, and then just the new stuff I read about, research, and stuff we talk about.
Man, it sounds like the world's getting rough, man. The world's getting rough. It sounds like this. I wouldn't mind getting abducted by aliens. I would not mind getting abducted by aliens. That's a problem, though, because aliens only abduct white people. I think aliens are racist. They don't abduct Indians. They probably tried, but it didn't work too well. We'll just give the aliens a hard time. We're so analytical, we'll ask too many fucking questions. It's like, you abduct an Indian person, and they get too analytical. They ask too many questions. They're like, I don't understand why you're probing me. What is the need to probe? Why are you sticking the tube of my anus? What is the purpose of this? Why are you doing this? I don't understand this. The alien's like, fucking, let's just drop this guy back off. Let's just stick to rednecks and trailer parks, all right?
How did you go from the vegetarian agenda to stand-up comedy? What got you started?
Well, I think if you look at my whole life, I probably did comedy first years ago as a kid. I always wanted to do it. And I never pursued it. I was just into it. As a kid, I was just into, this was back in the 80s, 90s when I was growing up.
You like being funny?
Oh yeah. I mean, I had a rough childhood, and got picked on a lot. It was just
kind of flows from
kind of a way to kind of ease the pain. And I had a natural knack for it. I did impressions. I did theater in high school. We didn't do real theater. We didn't do musicals. We did like comedy theater. And I did a couple of roles where I did some impressions, and it made people laugh. I was really good. And
you went, I like this.
And I'd even watch like Saturday Night Live and stand-up comedy.
That was a good in the beginning when it was funny.
Yeah, and I always wanted to do something like that. But growing up, being an Indian guy, in America at the time, it was not
Explain
something.
Indian for our American
East
audience.
Indian, coming from an immigrant family,
As in India, not American Indian.
Yeah, and so in those days, it's like you just didn't pursue those kind of things. It's kind of like one of those things that was just a dream, like you wish you could do it, but in reality, you're never gonna really try it. But over the years, I always thought I would eventually give it a shot. I didn't know when, but I would. And then after a while, it was probably sometime into college, I became a really serious guy. I got into other things. It was totally
serious in what ways, Sonny?
Just about life, just my own personal goals, and just trying to live life, trying to be right.
In other words, you matured a little bit. You kind of said, hey,
probably. I mean,
I want to focus on something.
Well, I still had it in me to do, but it wasn't. And I knew at some point I'd give it a shot, but at the time, there wasn't the internet, and it wasn't really easy to find information on this stuff. And then over the years past, not only did I just kind of lose a little bit of interest, but life happened. I got involved.
You got to make a living.
Well, yeah, and but I knew at some point I'd give it a shot.
I like this bar. This bar looks like it used to be like a cool bar, and then it just aged and nobody ever retrofitted it. What is this supposed to be, like a dance floor or something? How long have you been coming to this bar, sir? You've been coming here 20 years, man? You've been getting drunk at the same place for 20 years? I get bored of getting drunk at the place for like 5 weeks and I go somewhere else, man. I like this furniture. It looks like it came from a prison. Well, at least you got a pool table. And you got the techno music. This is something. This is like the only modern thing added to this bar is this jukebox. This is like the most modern jukebox I've ever seen.
It's excellent.
Of course, you have to have like the Hawaiian-looking theme going on here. I don't know why.
So we're going to a comedy set tonight. Tell us about that. Tell us about your preparation, what you do, and kind of why you're doing the stand-up and why you're doing specifically the subject. Speaking of the zombie apocalypse, I know what that's about. That was high schoolers early in the morning in their first class. But many people know what I'm talking about. But tell us your perspective on the zombie apocalypse. Have anybody heard of this? He's got his take. Let's ask Sonny. Sonny, what?
Excuse my French. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's the fact that people aren't. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, and
Why?
I can't sit there and not talk about it.
I know.
It's not even that I'm not interested in it. It really is just so insane that I thought I'd make some humor about it. I'm gonna do an open mic set. It's open mics are basically a work. It's kind of like a workout routine for a comedian. And you know, of course, rappers have open mics, musicians have open mics. I'm gonna go to this buzz bar. It's a dive bar. I've never been there before. I know nothing about this place. I just know it starts at 8 o'clock. And you guys never, I don't think, been there before.
No.
It's probably gonna be a comedian hangout.
I've been to one dive down there with him, and it wasn't really.
Dives is
well,
kind of
yeah,
scary
it was a
too, by
dive.
the way.
I gotta say it. I've
Some
been
scary
to
ass dive bars in this area.
and I've been to scary places before, and I've been to Hawaii and scary places. And the one thing you learn about dive bars, you keep quiet, you focus on the show, you get out quick, and you don't drink too much.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is, they got these open mics throughout the Bay Area every night, and it's pretty much the same core of comics that be there. I'll probably run people I know.
And they're usually pretty safe, right?
Yeah,
Mostly.
it should be.
I mean, I've never heard of anybody getting shot at a comedy club.
No, but this is a bar/comedy routine. It'll be tame for the most part. It might be a little loud and obnoxious, but it'll be tame for the most part. But I mean, I'm just gonna go in there and have a little fun and just run through some ideas.
Am I getting this correct? They're people eating other fucking people. Is this correct?
Yeah.
The people eating other fucking people's faces. You got motherfuckers eating other motherfuckers? Yeah. There's a naked guy running around here, tackling one of you. He might eat your face.
Melvin.
He might eat your face. This is what's going on now. I hope this drug doesn't catch on and become like the new crack. Okay? We're gonna recall days when we wish we had crack back. You know, crack wasn't so bad. You know, crack made you what? It made you really skinny, made you rob somebody for $5, you know. This is making you wrestle another man and eat his face. That's what it's making you do. And this is the problem is, you got all these damn vampire movies out there glamorizing this shit and making this shit cool. You got these kids watching True Blood and Twilight and all this bullshit, and they're making it cool to eat other people's faces and eat other people's body parts, and you know, you got kids going to their senior prom dressed like Dracula. This is what's going on. I think it's crazy. It's completely out of control. I'm afraid that this might turn into like a real trend. You'll see like a gang of like naked kids running around attacking each other and trying to eat each other's faces. You know, you'd be at the mall and you see these naked kids run around. They go to like those men's clothing stores to run to that Middle Eastern like sales rep. So these naked kids come in, the Middle Eastern store, oh my goodness, why are you naked? You are good-looking young boys. I have a good sale for you. I sell good clothing. I sell Prada, Dolce and Gabbana. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you trying to eat my face? Oh my God! You know, you go to a casino, and the naked kid's out there hustling the blackjack table. And you got this Vietnamese guy sitting there playing blackjack, and he's sitting there looking over to him. Don't mind, man, what the hell are you doing, man? This is a public place, man. Wear some clothes, okay? You don't come in to play naked, okay? Okay? Wait, what the hell are you doing, man? Oh my God, you ruined my face, man. You ruined my...
Yeah. This is Walter Bradley, and we just sat through a set of stand-up comedy with Sonny Desai. Tony didn't show up tonight. I don't know why. But anyway, we're just having a good time, and it was a good set. We had a wonderful comedy there, and Sonny did a wonderful job. And part of this truth music and truth comedy is dealing with just reality. And one of the things that we are promoting is truth and doing it in an effective way and reaching out to everyone out there. So join us and join Sonny when he is up there on stage and look for us. So today we had a good one. And Sonny, what got you into the stand-up?
Didn't know how to get involved in it back then, and thought about it and found an opportunity through the web and, you know, doing open mics and stuff like that, and that's just how I kind of did it.
So how long have you been doing it then? This show was your first, fourth, fifth, 10th, 100th?
No, this is... I've been doing this for about a year, almost a year now.
I like your drink, man. Beautiful. That's what I usually drink when I go to the clubs. I'm pretty sure that's like the first time anybody ordered beautiful at this bar. You probably went to said, Yes, can I get a beautiful? Oh, thank you, honey. No, I mean, can I get a beautiful? Can I get the cocktail of beautiful? They just gave you a good-looking bottle of Budweiser. Okay, that's all I got, everybody. Roman, thank you for the extended time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Desai. All right,
Do you
that was
feel
great.
more comfortable the more shows that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the more you go on stage, the better you are. It's like
The
some
more
of the guys,
freewheeling you can be and more...
the idea is to get up there as
Get
much as you
there.
can, be very natural. That's how you get good. It's really how it is. That's how these guys do it. They get up every night. You know, they travel. They do whatever they got to do. They're working for free too. They're not.
What do you
getting
think
paid.
about the other guys tonight?
So they're good. I've seen some of those guys before. Some of them are pretty. I've been doing it for a while. The comedy scene here in San Francisco, in the Bay Area, it's there's a core group of people that do this a lot. They perform many times a week, and they all know each other. They all support each other. They do shows around town. They look for new talent. You know, I've seen new guys that started after I did that are doing showcases, and it's all based on talent and network, your ability to network and connect with people. And I want to do my own brand. I want to do my own type of thing, and if people want to be part of it, they can. If they don't, I'll just find people they will. That's just my way of doing things. I just do things my way. I like the fact of getting support, because I always want these things with no support.
That's all right. But that takes dedication, and you did it.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to love supporting you because you've got something to say. And let me encourage you. There's a lot of people out there who are starting off now, and we want you. We want you to join in this truth movement, like Sonny Desai.
How do you feel about the show tonight?
Good.
I went in there kind of not as prepared as I wanted to be, but I think I did all right. I got some laughs. I heard some people laughing.
Definitely.
My whole thing is, as long as it makes me laugh, I'm okay.
Definitely.
See, and if I'm not fully pleased with my performance, if somebody laughed, then as far as I'm concerned, I did a good job. But there were a couple things I'd like to mention. But that's always. I'd never go in going, oh, I did that perfectly. It's always, I'm going to do something that I forgot to do.
Yeah,
So,
there's always something you want to improve. I mean, every comic does
there's
that.
a couple of jokes I didn't get to. And I don't know if they would have worked or not, but I just felt like I should have. And
One
I
of the
did.
things that I also want to do is put him on my program that I have, which I delve into different things apart from Heart Talk and the other productions under Greg Fernandez. This is my area called Beginnings, which is under the umbrella, but it's my personal program. And I'm going to have Sonny Desai. We talked earlier, and I'm going to get over his place or mine, and we're going to work out a talk and just find out his beginnings. And we're going to discuss these things regarding the vegetarian agenda, his stand-up comedy, and how he came to be who he is and where he grew up in India, not American Indian, but in India.
I grew up here, but my family is from there.
Right, and he has input that will be vital to understanding his book and his stand-up comic. This is about truth and Greg Fernandez truth music. It's a new genre, it's new, it's fresh, and it's real, and it's here. Under Compass Commentary and Mind, Body, Soul. We want you to join us. I'm Walter Bradley. This is Sonny Desai for Greg Fernandez Jr. We're saying thank you for joining us on Heart Talk, and I'm Walter Bradley. Join us again.